Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello there. Your captain is here. How we doing? I know, I haven't transitioned to the other screen just yet, but we'll get to that in just a bit. But I wanted to say hello. How's everybody doing? So seeing if people want to chime in a little bit and just kind of swing on in. So we are live and in person. Everything should be working properly. But let me switch over real quick. I also didn't want to take up too much of your guys' time just being on the just waiting screen. I was contemplating waiting a little bit longer. But then I was like, I'm getting impatient and I'm getting anxious, so here we are! So let me switch screens. Oh, what's this? We have a new just chatting section? Why, yes we do. Obviously there's no model here. So, I'll turn that on in just a second. I'm just so like, here's an overlay that I kind of fiddled around with and made last minute. So I hope you guys like it. Same for the starting soon screen. I kind of did a little bit of editing and made a little something. I have ideas and plans for like more better looking ones, but it's gonna be a bit before I have the time to do that. So let me quickly... Which one is it? It's this one! I now have 2 PNG areas, so it's like, which one is the one that has the new model? And here we are! I was trying to remember which one, because they're both labeled well, they're not labeled the same, but on the small little sources tab, they look identical, because it just says NS PNG, and it's like, but which one is the old one, and which one is the new one? Oh my gosh. Oh my good golly gosh. So how are we doing today? Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta put some music on. Hang on a sec. Let me do that real quick. We'll put on the tried and true Falcom soundtrack. Because why not? Hopefully audio is appropriate for everything. And you guys can hear me. And you can hear the audio just fine. Ha! But hello. This is me. This is the new me. So I hope everybody is having a good time so far. Last few days have been interesting, you know. I have been doing a lot of prep work for this. It took so long just to draw the model, and then figuring out PNG Tuber Plus took a good amount of my time as well. Oh my good golly gosh. It was something. It was something. If I were to review the program in its current state, I think it's good. I definitely like that it allows for a little bit of extra movement by the model to make it feel a little bit more alive and make it look more believable, you know. But I definitely think that the program's still got a long way to go before it's, I guess you could say, more efficient. But I'm not knocking the programmer who made it, because as far as I'm aware, he's a one-man team, so, you know. He's a one-man team. The model, the program works. Obviously, I don't know, there's a part of me that thinks that it probably is like how I drew this model. That is the reason why some things just don't quite work the way that they probably should. But, so partially then that means part of it is on me, you know. Meaning that I didn't fully get everything right when I drew the model. which maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about drawing the model and going through the process, because it was something. Went through quite a bit to get the model to where it is now. I think how should I say this about PNG Tuber Plus? I think the main issue that I have, or the challenge that I don't fully comprehend or understand in the program, is linking everything correctly. You gotta be shitting me. Oh my god. Bite me. Fudge off. First comment of the stream and it's a bot. Why? That's so mean. I'm showing off a brand new model and the first comment I get, the very first one, is a bot. What is my luck? What in the world is my luck? Hello, Annie. Hi. How you doing? There's a new me. How you doing? But yeah, that was funny. You love the new PNG? Thank you. Thank you. I worked very hard on it. I worked hard on a lot of things. It took a long time. Took learning a few new things. Very handsome. Oh, well, thank you, dear. You're very adorable. But yeah, had to go through a lot of work to get here. As I was mentioning with like PNG Tuber Plus, the one thing that was probably the hardest part is understanding how to link the different layers. What? You are cute. You're adorable. And I appreciate you being here. That way I don't feel so alone. But yes, the linking feature was very, very hard to learn. And even then, I still don't think I did the best of jobs. But considering this is the first time using it, never leave Captain alone. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't like being alone. I get all antsy and weird when I'm alone. This has happened several times, like, in my life. Like, what was it? I'm not trying to, like, bring the mood down, honestly, with stream and whatnot. I swear to you guys, I'm not. But, like, when Mom ended up in the hospital last year, and we were just, like, anxiously waiting for information on how she was doing, and my brother had to go to work, I was home alone a lot. And, yeah, I got pretty lonely. I got lonely, and I was very anxious, obviously for many different reasons. It's like, so the only way I could kill time was either hanging out with people in their streams, because basically I wasn't sure if I could stream at the time. It was either doing that or it was talking to people over the phone, because I was constantly getting phone calls, like checking up on Mom and seeing how she's doing, from family and from friends. Yeah. I don't always do well when I'm by myself. And so far this week has been a little interesting since Thursday. Because, what was it? My brother is on vacation right now. He's on a cruise right now. It's hosted by one of my all-time favorite wrestlers of all time, Chris Jericho. So he saved up the money to go on this cruise with a friend of his. And right now, before he left, what was it? It was like 3 a.m. in the morning, or 4 a.m. in the morning. he apparently went to both my room and Mom's room and, you know, gave us a big hug and said he was gonna go now, which was very nice of him. So it's been a little weird. It's just me and Mom now, and that's gonna be the case until he comes back sometime on Tuesday. So, new Smexy, OMG woo, let's go. Hi, Alan. How's it going? You think I'm handsome? You think I'm schmexy? Thank you. I tried to be. I tried to... Definitely when drawing this model. We'll be looking extra crispy? What do you mean crispy? What do you mean? Are you meaning that in a positive way, or are you talking about the model? Because the model is a little crispy. But, what was I going to say? I wanted to make sure that the model looked more mature, if that makes any sense. So I've been desperately trying to make it look older than the originals. Like more of a meal than a McChicken. The 3 McChickens. Damn. More than 3, huh? I see. I see. Well, I'm glad that you think I'm a meal. I appreciate it. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate the compliments. Really do. But yeah, I've took a lot of work to draw the model. Obviously, I took a sketch I had done physically, and then I took that sketch and then I imported it to draw the model itself, and that took a long time. There was a lot of trial and error, especially with like making sure that the layers work properly. When I started, even when I was in mid animation process, sometimes things would happen. Like, you guys can see in the hair that it looks fine when it moves a little bit. When originally that was not the case, because when I would put some of the layers in and the hair would move, several things would happen. You would see bald spots. And I don't want it to look like my actual hair where I'm thinning in certain areas. No, thank you. So, I had to go through the process of actually fixing it at the same time while I was rigging it. So that was fun. Of course, I did all of this by myself. Like, I didn't really take very much input from anybody else or any artists. I talked to Jay a little bit, but not so much about this one. Or, well, yeah, I talked to Jay a little bit about the model and stuff for a while, but I asked for some advice here and there. But I think, because the one reason why I wanted to make this model in particular is PNG Tuber Plus is like one step above a live 2D model, which requires a lot more layers, but this one requires you to do a lot of layering too. So I've been learning how to do more layers than normal. Thank you, Percy. Oh, God. Ow, my eyes! Ow! Percy, stop! Hang on. I will have to move that. Hang on a second. If I can find it. Where are you? Where's the trigger? Where's trigger fire? I don't know where trigger fire is. Oh, no. I thought I had it fixed, but apparently not. That was the one thing I didn't check. Nope, that's the chat. I'm not finding... Oh, there it is. I found it. Let me move this. There. Now it won't be poking me in the eyes, but thank you, Percy. Aside from trying to make me go blind, I'm fine. Hydrate, stretch, posture check. Thank you, Percy. How you doing, buddy? How you been? I know you've been having a rough one. I hope you're doing okay. Let me stretch. I hope things are getting better. Maybe I didn't put into thought of, like, where my bottle moves when the head pack comes into play. That's hot. The tea is hot. Very hot. But good. It's good tea. So, as I was saying, we have, what was I saying? Yeah, so drawing the model required a lot of moving parts or separate parts, so this thing is more cut up than anything else I've ever done before, so it has a lot more layers than anything else I've done before. Alright, I'm doing my best to solve things. And I had a fun stream earlier. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. My brother is away on vacation, which technically doesn't have much to do about me, but me and Mom have been chilling, having a relatively good time. And obviously, I've been preparing for this for the last couple weeks. Having to make new assets and whatnot. And obviously these are not final. They are still placeholders. I'm still going to work on some better ones because I have some ideas and I'll be probably sharing more of them on stream later. Not today, but in the future. Obviously we have a full live 2D model to eventually plan for as well. Not really made by me. That'll be made by Mooney, but I will have to rig it. Yay for me. That'll be a fun process. I'm pretty sure that I won't go crazy at all. No, not at all. I'll be fine. I promise. I won't go insane in the membrane. Anyway, let me see. What should we do now? I've been talking a bit. I talked about the drawing process a bit and how I've made a lot of layers. I talked about the linking system for PNG Tuber Plus, which was driving me a little crazy. And it was a little bit hard to learn. Hopefully I can get better at it. I will also probably, if I want to make improvements either to these models or more models, I'm going to actually probably ask for more input from artist friends. This one was intended to be more of a surprise, not so much a full surprise, but I wanted to do a little bit of surprise work. It's the reason why I didn't talk about the process or show very much of it. I showed a good amount of this model's progress, but I didn't show everything, So, let's see. What else can we do? Oh! By the way, guys, if you want to ask me questions, either pertaining to the character or other things, there will be a Q&A session after I share all the lore stuff. So, if you stick around and you want to ask me questions, whatever those questions may be, feel free to do so. But, for the time being, let's switch scenes here. As jank as it is, here we are. Look, guys, I made a presentation that shows me on it the whole time. It's just a bunch of random images I made with text on it. So please disregard how jank it is. But I wanted to do some type of presentation. I've been wanting to work on lore as well, because I feel like I haven't done a whole lot of lore for the character. So I wanted to do a small lore presentation for you guys, so you guys can get a general idea of what my character, who I am, not just as a character, because technically this character is me in many ways. So basically, an understanding of what world I am from and all that kind of fun stuff. Who I am, what I do, all that kind of good stuff. So, that's what we're going to do today. Or what we're doing right at this very moment. Maybe. Guys can tell me if the music is too loud, by the way. I think I'm going to turn the music down on my end, though, because good golly gosh, is that a little loud. Ugh. Okay. So, as you guys who are here are all very well aware, obviously, my name is Nightwolf. I am your local mercenary captain. Obviously. That hasn't changed. So, some of you guys know how old I am, or at least have a rough estimation of how old I am, And I love when I get to mention my age and everybody be shocked at how old I am. The fact that I am 39 years old. Yes, that's right. I am almost middle-aged. I have aged like a fine wine. Or like milk, depending on how you look at it. But yes, I am 39 years old. I know I don't sound like it, but I am. I'm a very old man. I'm an old captain. I'm a veteran. I've been around a while. So, yeah. That's a fun little tidbit of information. I'm old. Not that much of a surprise. I mean, for crying out loud, we have all the dad joke stuff as redeems and whatnot, so... What was it? I think I remember Kaiba mentioning that basically I was the same age as his mom. So yes, I am old. But I hope you guys like mature people. What, you're old? Who would have guessed? No, of course not. I'm not old at all. What do you mean, Night Bro? I'm completely young. 39 is the new 29. How you doing, Shigu? Night Bro, how are you? I hope you are doing well. It reminds me that I need to message you on Twitter to see if you have new Discord information so that I can bring you back into the Discord. I'm missing one of my mods. But also, obviously, you can see my height as well there. I am 5'11". I am close to 6 foot, but not there. 39 is the new 29, which is close to 19, but is really 9. Yep, I'm a 9-year-old in my head. I'm a child. I am child. Hear me roar. I'm a kid at heart. I may be old, but I'm a child where it matters the most. In my heart. Not in my back or anywhere else in my physical body, because that stuff's like, yeah, no, you are an old man. But yes, I am 5'11". Apparently this is considered tall to some, though I've never considered myself tall. Maybe that's just because everybody else around me has always been taller than me. I don't know. For some reason, that still, I don't understand that at all. The fact that people say, yes, 5'11" is tall in America. And I'm like, is it? I thought 6 foot was the average. I do have no Discord. We'll send it to you after I will. Just stopping by to leave you a lurk. I appreciate it. There's no rush. I just miss having my bro in my Discord. Take your time. If you gotta go to sleep, Shigu. I know the late hours you keep. I know the burning of the midnight oil you do. So go to sleep. Anyway, wait. We'll roughly say 165. It's as Tito has mentioned before, I am very muscular, so we'll just say that a lot of that is muscle weight, and we'll leave it at that, right? Occupation. Yes, currently I am a mercenary captain. I am not, nor have I ever been much else. Although the occupation also is knight, though technically I am not fully a knight. Surprising to nobody, or well, it's surprising to some of you probably. I have a lot of the traits and qualities of knighthood, but I was never appropriately knighted by my kingdom. So technically, I'm not fully a knight. At least in that particular sense of me being hired. I just have a lot of their traits and behaviors. Relationship status. Harem protagonist. You know, I should have added that. I didn't think to add that. Why didn't you tell me? No, I'm kidding. You wouldn't have known. I should put that as a relationship status thing for fun. That would be hilarious. Relationship status. Harem protagonist. That would be... That's the one thing that this entire small list of things is missing. It's all been a lie. I know, I'm not a knight. I'm sorry. I've deceived you all. No, not necessarily. I just was not officially knighted. Of course, we'll talk a little bit about the reasons why in a minute, but we'll leave it at that. Though I may not be a knight, I am a baron, though. I do own territory. The mercenary guild in which we currently occupy is in my territory. Technically, also, it's in my estate or home. Or near it, anyway. The place where all you guys get to go and hang out and spend your time is right next door to where I live. So you guys can come and bug me at any given time. But yes, I am a baron. I inherited this from my father. And, yeah. Or I inherited the land from him, technically. It's, we'll talk about where we're at, specifically on the world map here in just a bit. Okay. So, as for my species, I am human. But I am also what is called wolfkin. I will explain wolfkin in a little bit. But yes, I am technically a human being. We are all humans that live in a society. Anyway. Let's see. What else we got here? We have some personal effects. Some of you guys will know some of these things. You will see them either on the model or somewhere in images. There is the bangle that is on my wrist. And like I said, I will explain wolfkin. Wait, you're not a mind goblin? What made you think I was a mind goblin? I didn't know. I didn't. What is a mind goblin? Shigu, you're gonna have to explain this to me. What is a mind goblin? Mind goblins. I should have known. I walked right into that one. That's on me. I should have seen that coming. It's Shigu. Why did I not see that coming? Oh, never change, bro. Never change. But yeah, we'll explain the reason why... Sorry. I think I need tea. I'm already talking too much. Look at that. Anyway. But yeah, I'll explain the bangle and more of what it does and the reason why I wear it all the time when we get to it. That's later in the lore part. I do own a Tachi, though you guys do not see it very often, but yes, I do have a Tachi that I use from time to time. It's very rare that I use it, mainly just because it's not my main weapon of choice. It's not what I'm proficient in. But I am proficient with spears, and thus the reason... I just realized I did not put my revolver here. We'll edit it in post. I have a gun. Hey, new PNG, who dis? I don't know, Poet. Who is this? Who's the handsome man in front of your screen? Do you know who he is? Because I'm not sure you do. I'm kidding. Hi. How's it going? But yeah, I have a spear. It is called Fenris's Fang. And we'll talk more about who Fenris is in a little bit. But yes, it's a spear. It is an enchanted spear. What it does exactly, I haven't really written down, but yes, basically, it is an enchanted weapon. But like I said, I also forgot, yes, I did not put the gun. I don't know why. Handsome man? I only see him when I turn the monitor off. Nah, it's fine, Poet. That was a good one. I would say you hurt my feelings, but you might be correct. Yeah. But also, yeah, the jacket that I'm wearing is from my father. Yes. This was his. Like I said, I was never officially knighted, so I ended up picking this up later on. Our base of operation. So basically, the territory in which I govern and where the mercenary company is on Mount Fenris, or is near the Mount Fenris territories. And we'll get more into that later, as we get to more of the lore. So, which the next part will require me to do a little bit of jerry-rigging here, so please bear with me. Where are you? Because we're going to have to turn this off. Oh, there you guys go. You can see a background. And we got to switch to number 2. And now I need to move myself so you guys can actually read. Let me move myself. Here I am! Look at me! I'm in the middle and at the very bottom of the screen. But actually, guys, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to pick up a read from my actual Google document, because this is very small on my end and I can't read it. So hang on a sec. Let me change the things. Okay. Let us do a small lore introduction. Why does it say, hello, my name is Nightwolf? I don't know why I put that in there. But yes, hello there. My name is Nightwolf. I'm your local mercenary captain. I've been running my own small mercenary company known as the Wolf Legion for many years now. I was originally a student at a military academy trained to be a knight, just like my father did in his youth, becoming one of our empire's most decorated knights. He was given the Baron title directly from the Emperor himself. He married a simple farm girl, and he had me and my younger brother. So there's the first little bits of lore for you guys. But that's not why you're here. You want to know about me? Well, at the academy, I was not the strongest student, and the higher nobles made fun of me. Constantly. I just kept to myself, mostly. I did make some friends, but then an event happened that changed my life course. Forever, I think we butchered... this is terribly written, but my grammar is terrible anyway, so you guys can just deal with it. My life... Why is there, like, not a period or a comma? Let me see. Anyway, my family was accused of crimes we did not do, and I lost people who I loved. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we were accused of crimes we did not do, and I lost... Why does it say people? A person who I loved, or one person I hurt in a way I can't take back. Like I said, this was very scuffed when I wrote this. I should have had someone proofread this. And let's see. I ended up on the run, and eventually I met my master. She taught me how to survive and be stronger, and basically the rest is history. Which basically means is shorthand for I'm going to write more lore later. Like it says, I know this isn't a lot of detail, but maybe someday I'll tell you the story in full. Like I said, this is me basically saying I'll tell more lore later. That's what it means. It means it's work in progress. But yes, that's the first bit of information and lore for you guys. I hope you like it, despite all the crapily ways I wrote it. Anyone want to be my proofreader? Because obviously auto proofreading did not help this at all. I like to write, at least a little bit, but I wouldn't say that I'm very good at with like grammar and spelling. Maybe. I need someone to proofread my stuff. That's fine. It happens. It's okay. I'll work on it more, but this was going to be a small lore presentation anyway. And obviously, when I wrote this particular part, I'm leaving a lot of context out of it because I want to save it for an actual full-fledged, like, lore video that I plan on doing. So, obviously, it'll be a while. It's going to be a while before you guys get to see all the details and the reasons for why I am the way that I am. or why the character is exiled, basically, or on the run. Not so much fully on the run, technically, because I do border the Empire. Where's Flame and Gloria? How dare they miss this? They have lives, you know. Besides, I'm going to upload this to YouTube anyway. Does it really matter? And I never know when Gloria or Fane might show up. I'm pretty sure Gloria's at work. And Fane, well, it's late for her. She should be sleeping. If she is here, cool. How dare I say you? Well, how dare you? They are very busy people. It's fine. What do you mean she's not? Fane is awake? Why is she awake? She should be sleeping. And how do you know she's awake? Of course, granted, it is Fane we're talking about. The odds of her being awake are a little high. It's only like 3:39. She might be awake. She's probably hanging out, doing something else. It's fine. I'm not hurt by it. I'm kidding. I don't mind. She responded to your meme. Well, that doesn't mean that she's not going to bed. That you just posted. I see. It's okay. I appreciate when anybody shows up. Friends are not obligated to be here. Well, here's the thing. I have some friends that I know full well. They lurk more than they chat. So, it's completely fine. How dare still? Nah, it's fine. It's okay. I'll be fine. I'm normally used to having a fairly quiet chat. So, it's all good. But yeah, like, I know that there are several of my friends who might not even comment. They might be lurking in stream, but they'll never say anything. People who come to mind who do this. But I won't be okay? Well, it's my stream, Poe. Why does it bother you? Anyway, what was I thinking? At least two people that I know who lurk more than they chat is Jay and Rabbit. They don't always communicate or talk, either because they're lurking or they're working on something else or something of that nature. And the fact that, like, sometimes they'll say, like, oh yeah, I was lurking in stream, I appreciate that immensely. The lurkers be lurking, and we like it, and I appreciate anybody who stops by, even if you don't say anything. The fact that I can at least assume that some of you guys are here is enough for me. Would I like you guys to talk more? Sure, that'd be nice, but it's not a necessity. I can entertain myself. I can do all the talking. Right? I'm capable. I used to do this for a long time with barely any audience at all. With with doing like YouTube videos and whatnot. I literally was just talking to myself. There was no one to respond to in comments or chat or anything. There was no chat. It was just me talking into a microphone, trying to make conversation with absolutely no one. I'm used to it. And I recommend that actually a lot of streamers get used to it, because sometimes you're not going to have a very active chat. And that just be how it is. Okay, let's let's turn. Oh. Hi. Don't mind me. Just getting the next lore page out. And it's bigger than the other one. This is basically just like a little bit of tidbits and facts about the world that I reside in. So let's go over some of that, shall we? And like I said, apologize if the lore is a little bit jank, spelling-wise. Maybe we should get a drink real quick. Alrighty. Let us go over the world that we are currently inhabiting, shall we? Alright, so, the homeland, the place in which I live. We're talking mostly Mount Fenris here, so we do live at the foot of the mountain. Living on the mountain itself is not recommended. It's very cold. And more importantly, full of very, very wild and very dangerous monsters. So it's not recommended to live on the mountain unless you're a crazy person. My master likes living on the mountain. I didn't say that she was sane. But let's be a bit more specific. I'm outside the border of my original homeland. So basically, this mountain range is very large. Well, actually, it's written right there in the next sentence. The territory is not explored by the kingdom or the republic due to strong monsters and harsh terrain. So basically, it's untouched territory. Most people don't want to be here at all, for good reason. There's a lot of monsters. So this area is considered kind of a somewhat no man's land, I guess you could say. We have a lot of strong monsters, most of which are on the mountain, but sometimes they end up coming down from the mountain and causing trouble. So the empire, or the kingdom that I was originally from, and the other neighboring country right next to me, the republic, do not really traverse this area very much. So basically, it's undisturbed natural lands, for the most part. You may be asking, like, how we're able to keep the base intact and safe. Well, there's me. I'm the best deterrent out there. But technically, the entire mercenary company is the deterrent to keep the small amount of people who live in the villages nearby safe, and we can take care of most of those issues. We get a lot of requests from them to kill the monsters that are in the area, so that is perfectly fine. Dun dun. I just realized when I'm bouncing, you guys can't see part of it. Hang on. This is for all those people who might. There we go. I just came back to look at it and realized. There. Now you guys can read a little better. I don't know if you guys can actually read the text on the screen, actually. I have no idea. But I hope you guys can read it at least a little bit. So, okay. Let's talk about the technology. So, right now, in the world we are currently we are currently in, we are in the middle of a revolution, I guess you could say. We're mixing special stones with technology, which has brought us great advancement. We have a lot of stuff. Yes, there are airships, which I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not I have one. You'll have to wait and see. There are trains, there are cars, computers, and communication devices, which is partially the reason why I'm able to communicate with you guys. But there's also a lot of untouched territory or areas that are unexplored for varieties of reasons. Normally because of very, very strong monsters that like to live in those areas. So not everywhere in the world is completely industrially revolutionized and whatnot. Lots of territory, there's still a lot of natural going on out here, so we will have to wait and see how that progresses over time. Let's see. What will be the next part? Next part of the conversation. Kin. Okay, guys, now you guys get to understand why I call myself a wolfkin. So this is a brief description of what the kin are. The kin are a group of people who have inherited the blood of guardians. How we've inherited them, I haven't fully Haven't fully gotten to that part. But for those who protect the world. Basically, we are the guardian creatures' subjects. We help them keep order. However that may be. And as it says here, the powers vary depending on the guardian. Some powers are easier to control than others. And here we go into the reason why I wear the bracelet, actually. Some can have to use items to restrict their powers because of how volatile some powers can be. These abilities are rare, and several people wish to obtain these powers or subject those that do. So yeah, there's a little bit of a arms race to try and employ us or to capture us to find out how we tick. And what we're talking about when we're talking about restricting the power levels because they're volatile, my guardian is Fenris. He is a wolf, and a very big one. He's very strong. He's not the strongest of the guardians, but he's also considered to be the most, or one of the more volatile ones. Mainly just because there's the side effect of a lot of feral, uncontrollable energy. Very bestial-like behaviors. So, it's a reason why I wear the bracelet all the time. It's not recommended to go without it, because if Fenris is allowed to have a little bit too much of his power to be emanated through one of his kin, it could get really ugly. Lots of people can be hurt in the event of that happening. It's the reason why I prefer not to use it. Or, when we're using the power, we use it through increments through the bracelet. We don't want to have the whole thing come out and, fully engulf me and just have the entire territory be afraid of me at full power. We don't want that. So we have to regulate it and make sure that it's in check. Because Fenris is very temperamental. And if you talk to the guy, he is and like I said, not just temperamental, hard to talk to sometimes. He can't hold a very good conversation. I'm not kidding. I've tried to have many conversations and talks with him, but it normally ends in a lot of grunts and growls and just sometimes randomly foul language. Don't know why, but it happens. But yep, that's how that happens. Anywho's, how about we get to the last part? We have mercenaries and adventurers. Obviously, I am a mercenary by trade. So let's go over a little bit of what the mercenaries are, or the adventurers. So, since there are many problems and issues in the world and the people need help, there are two kinds of groups they can hire. There's the adventurers, union guilds who are sanctioned by the world's governments. They are heavily regulated depending on where the branch is stationed and what they're allowed to do for those governments. So basically, the adventurers, guilds, and whatnot are basically sanctioned by government officials. They're only allowed certain leeway. They are official, so in other words, hiring them is not a questionable practice by any means. But the government in some areas also restricts their movement and prevents them from doing the things that they would probably like to do, but in some cases can't due to the government not wanting them to be involved. This happened a lot in the Empire, by the way. The adventurers are heavily regulated. Only certain people are allowed to even hire adventurers to take care of missions. It can be rough. What is this? Okay, but here let's talk about the mercenaries. Obviously, we have the mercenary companies. We answer to no governments and focus only on their own interests. this pretty much just means that we are free to make our own decisions on how we handle our business, since we aren't regulated by the governments. And in some cases, we might get arrested for even being one. We handle our business how we choose to. We can ally ourselves in any way, shape, or form that we desire. And because of this, most of us are considered either criminals or undesirables, depending on which region you're in. But the thing is, like, let's just say that there's some dirty work that needs to get done that the governments do not want to do. This is the reason why we exist. We exist to work outside the law for the people who ask for our help. Which does happen. And if you're wondering how our company handles business, I don't take on jobs and quests that I find too dubious or too questionable. I am still an upright person, and I am still very lawful. So I try to avoid any form of questionable legality. I don't want to be involved in more dubious things like assassinations and whatnot. Only if it is a necessary evil. Alright. And now, we can go back here! That's it for lore, everybody. I hope you liked the lore presentation. So, how you doing, chat? How are we doing? I'm actually surprised. We've been here for almost an hour. Well, no, now we've officially hit an hour. Surprised that didn't last. That lasted as long as it did. Maybe I get a drink of water, because I've been talking a lot. Not water, sorry, tea. Such good tea. Alrighty, chat. Are you guys ready to see what this model can do now? I want to hear a yes from somebody. I'm kidding. But I am willing to show you guys a few little neat tricks. Da, 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 da. I know how much some of you guys like what is it? This. Look! I still have my glasses. I can see you now, chat. I'm not blind anymore. But yes, I managed to get the glasses on. Managed to figure out how to put this on as well. Look at that. So now when we do art streams or any streams that involve thinking, I can put on my thinking glasses. Ain't that something? Bang, da da da. The old man glasses are still here. But just as easily. Thank you for the hydrate, Annie. I appreciate that. Even though I hydrated only a couple minutes ago. But thank you. I do it again. You're good. I appreciate it. But yep. I can take the glasses on and off. I don't need to switch models anymore. At least not for this. I can just turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. Boop. But also, chat, when I mentioned Wolfkin, there's something new now. Hello. Now I have Now you guys can see what the feral mode is truly like. What wolfkin truly means. I am part wolf. I am part doggo. Thank you. I have a tail and ears. And now people will probably want to head pat me more. I actually would like to thank Fane for this idea. Well, some of you guys have actually thought it would be a cool idea. But I didn't want to just be a wolf person or a dog person, so... But, eventually I got to the thought that, it would be a good idea, you know, to mess with the idea. And because I took a lot of inspiration from from the little art that Fane did of me as one of her trinkets. I took that idea and I kind of just ran with it. And now, this is what I came up with. I am now part wolf mad. That I can turn off and on whenever I desire. Oh, and guess what? I can still wear the glasses. Although now that I'm looking at it, it is not layered properly. I may have to see about fixing this later. I just now realized it. I didn't look at it beforehand. Oopsies. But yes, I can still wear the glasses. But let's leave the glasses off because they look a little funny. But yes. So at least now when anybody redeems the feral mode, I can switch to this. Which I think is a little bit better than the old one where it's just black hair and red eyes. I think this is a little bit better. It's Magitech floating glasses, don't worry about it. I mean, the glasses technically are enchanted, but they're not enchanted for that purpose. Floating glasses. Thanks, Shaku. I thought you were going to bed. Why are you still here? But yes, I am now Dog Boy. Hear me bark. There. I bark now. Or technically, considering a wolf, wouldn't I awoo more? Maybe. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe I would awoo more to go. But yeah, this is me regulating that kin blood in me. Still not fully manifested or anything of that nature, but it's part of it. But yes, I can turn it off and turn it on whenever I desire. I think I need to stretch a little bit. Oh my goodness. I think that, yeah, I showed this form to Mooney, and Mooney was like, oh, potential toggle for the live 2D? And I was like, yes, please. Which reminds me, I do need to finish her, I need to finish the reference sheet, so then she has something to work with. Hopefully I can get back to that soon. I've got a few other art projects that I want to finish or work on, but maybe I'll work on it on the side when I'm not working on something else. Magitech floating glasses. Magitech floating glasses! But yeah, they're perfectly fine on the normal one. Oh, hey, Jay. You want me to turn it back on again? Okie dokie. Hello. Is this what you wanted to see? Are you sure you want me to perceive you in this way, Jay? How you doing, by the way? I appreciate you lurking about. Thank you. Hi. Wolf Boy is here. Hi. The Wild Wolf Man is here. Is he dangerous? Or is he a good boy? Time will tell. Why did I see how you were doing? Oh, thank you, Jay. Actually, wait, Jay. Chat, in general, I had a surprise. Hang on a second. Jay knows about this. But, let me turn this off real quick. The model will disappear. But I wanted to show Jay the final product before she has to go. Give me a second. And what? Huh? Did I press the wrong one? No, that's the right one. Is it gonna take a while to load? What's going on here? Oh wait, hold on. I may have accidentally shrunk it. Hang on. I did. Ah! And you guys can see it, and I forgot to exit out of this part. Oops. The Scuff. Scuff is here, but hello. That's right. The female model is back. I redid it. Mama Wolf returns. I mainly did this because I wanted to like show what I was capable of doing for both a male and female version of this, because I do want to eventually put this up as a potential commission for people. So Jay has seen this. She saw the early sketches of it. So wait, Jay, is that a new emote? That looks new to me. Have I not seen it, or did you recently add those? I know some of them I recognize. That one with the big shiny eyes feels brand new to me. But yes, I will turn the Mama Wolf toggle back on. Finally, after several months of it being gone. Actually, I think it's been almost a year since the original one, so I definitely think I've shown what I am capable of doing. I think it was like a tired emote? Oh! Really? Huh. Maybe it's just emotes that I just never noticed. I look at people's emotes, but there are obviously ones that I prefer to use that are my favorites, so I might have just missed it. Also, I think that the animations on the female model are a bit off, so please forgive me for that, because I don't know what happened. Oh, but the model can do pretty much the same stuff that the male variant can do. So there you go. She has wolf mode too. She can have all the fluffy ears too. But also, what is it? We also have the glasses. I did a good job. Thank you. I appreciate whatever help you did provide. For girl voice for girl model. Unfortunately, I don't know if I sound very much like a girl. That's the funny thing. I don't really know how to do that exactly. Maybe someday. Maybe I'll learn. Like, oh my gosh, guys. But, that's the funny thing. Like, if you guys talk to me potentially over the phone, I don't know if this would happen with you guys talking to me, but whenever, like, a telemarketer or somebody else calls my mom or calls the home line and I answer, they're like, hello, ma'am, how may we help you? And this is with me not trying to change my voice at all. They just automatically default me to a woman, and I don't know why. Do I sound weird over the phone? I really wish I knew. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, well, this one is fine. The glasses aren't floating. Look, Shigu, I've solved the problem. But yes, We have a female model that we can toy around with. I just wanted to use it as an example potentially for VTuber Plus models. So that's the reason why I brought her back, for the most part. Although, technically, I have to, actually, I'll leave this on, because Feral Mode was requested, so I'll leave this one on. It was, what was I thinking? Oh, no. My brain stopped. But yeah, this is the surprise. This was the part that I was hiding from everybody to the best of my abilities. And like I said, the only person who knew I was working on it was Jay. So, here's your surprise, chat. I hope you like it. But it was still fun to do. Doing a slight variation on the character and using that as a potential thing for commission work, so that if people wanted at least it shows that I can do both, either a male or female character, so that's good. I think that this is a very helpful thing. What did you just walk into, Poet? I don't know. What did you walk into, dear? I drew a female model of my character. Surprise. I know this will make some people happy again. The one thing that I was what I have now seen, I cannot unsee. What's wrong, Poet? Don't like it? You don't like this form? Oh, I'm just messing with you guys at this point. Get me wrong, it's good art, but what? What, you think like there's lore implication or something? There isn't really. I just wanted to do it. Because one, I thought it would be a funny little surprise for chat. For some of you guys who have been here for a long time and knew that there was a female PNG at one point. Mainly requested by my adopted daughter, Welsie. Though Welsie, I haven't heard from Welsie in a long time. I hope Welsie's okay. I should reach out to her and check on her, because I haven't heard from her in a long time, so. Hi, Shigu. How can I help you? Night, bro. But yeah, this was just a fun little side project to do while I was working on the main model. Took almost the same amount of time to work on both. Don't worry, I'm helping myself already. Hey! Helping yourself to what, Shigu? You should be careful. But yeah, I will be returning I'll be turning that redeem back on. I think it'll be fun. It also just gets to showcase what I'm capable of doing. To looking respectfully. Uh-huh. Why do I not trust my knife bro to look at me respectfully? 2 TOS stuff. What? I'm still wholesome. I'm not bad. I'm a good girl. Or a good boy, depending on who you ask. Of course, I can bring the male model back at any time, so. Aw, thank you for the head pat. Thank you, Jay. No, Shigu. Don't do it. Yeah, Jay is here. She's lurking. She might have to go soon, though. Well, we appreciate her being here, because since she did help a little bit with the early processes, so I appreciate her taking the time out of her busy schedule to come by and visit. Bye-bye, Jay. Go. Go, go, go. I will see you later tonight on your stream. Bye-bye. Helping himself to TOS stuff. Ah, yes. Bye. Bye, Jay. Thank you for coming. The one downside is switching models right now. I could have attempted to, let me switch back. There we go. Yep. Oh. The one downside with the program is that I can't put it in closed mode. It has to be up the whole time. So my screen right now, chat, is full of tabs of open windows. Do you guys want to see the open windows? Maybe I'll share that on Twitter or something. Cause here, I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna print a screen cap of that for later. And I'll share it in Discord so you guys can see how the models are working, or how the PNG Tuber Plus program works. I guess whatever programming they use to make the program, it does not allow for the program to be closed. Because if I close the program, you guys saw what happened. Model freezes or disappears entirely. So, all right, chat. Now comes the time for the Q&A session. So now, everybody, if you want to ask any random questions, either about the new model or random thoughts, please feel free to do so now. I don't know for how long I'm going to stay live, because I do want to try and keep this particular stream fairly concise and small. So, but if you guys want to ask random questions, or just want to vibe for a little bit while I talk about stuff. Whew! Ah, I'm yawning. Is it sleepy time? Is it nap time? Is it time for the old man to take a nap? And Shigu was right. I should have changed that relationship status thing to single. Or not single. Harem protagonist. Why did I not think of that when I was writing the lore stuff down? I'll fix it for next time. Actually, better yet, let me write that down real quick. on the Google Doc. There. Now it will officially be on this. Alrighty. Oh, I could turn that back on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to open up a new tab on Twitch. Hang on. Oh, right here. Oh, whoops. Let us... Boom. She's back online. Might as well do that now, since I'm here. Now the Mama Wolf redeem is back up and running. Although I did also turn off the workout redeems just for this stream because I didn't want them to impede my ability to talk to you guys. So I'll turn those back on later. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. So, I think that pretty much covers most of the presentation. Well, no, I know that covers the presentation, but what do you guys think so far? What are you all thinking? I wish to pick your brains. Tell me how things are going. I appreciate all the nice comments about the new model, by the way. I really do. Or models, I should say. Both of them. It was a lot of fun to do. I do want to work on this type of stuff more, and maybe we'll make some more unique ones. Who knows? Maybe I will make a... Maybe we'll make a PNG Tuber Plus for the armor form? That's an idea. I just want to spend some time and actually finalize that design, actually, so... That's going to take a while. I'm contemplating, like, should I add that to the main ref sheet, or should I just make two separate ref sheets? That's a thought. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. I guess right now I'm kind of just waiting for the 130 mark. Because we're not getting a whole lot of questions. I don't think... Actually, I haven't checked Twitter. Did Twitter leave me any questions? No questions. Well, I guess that's okay. I guess we can probably save, like, more Q&A based stuff for the full debut, maybe? Well, just in general, the debut is going to be probably far off, but eventually we are going to be doing more working on the new model and stuff like that eventually. The one thing I want to do definitely is... Once the reference sheet is done and whatnot, I definitely want to see if I can figure something out with Mooney to see about, or at least once the base of the model is made, if I can potentially use that in some form or fashion to make sure that I can put another model on top of it. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Mooney about it. I have ideas, chat, stirring in my brain. But whether or not I can successfully accomplish all of them, I don't know yet. Still a lot of work. Obviously, there's a lot of other stuff I need to do too. I was recently remembering that we have all of the Donathon stuff that we were supposed to do. That has been, well, at least on the art front, I've been slowly getting it done, but I haven't done any of the other stuff, like a voice line that I was supposed to read. I'm supposed to play a rage game at some point. There was the boyfriend experience video that I need to work on. I need to pick one. I need to find scripts. So if you guys have scripts, send them my way. Ooh, this is nice music. Ah, my nose. I think I need to blow my nose. Okay. Alrighty, chat. What do you think? Think we should go and find somebody to raid? I've covered all my bases. There isn't really a whole lot more I can do. So we might have to start looking for someone to raid. Let me look through my list. See who might be live. Who should we raid? Let's kind of look. Ba, 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 ba. I'm contemplating, should I raid an artist or someone who is just chatting? Let me see what Kato's up to.
Hey, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow, you guys. Look, at the kingdom. Good to see you all. Thank you so much.
Kato seems to be having a good time. There's Ray, then there's Danny doing art. Actually, real quick, let me see what Tay is up to. Tay's just doodling away, it would seem. I don't think I've ever had a chance to raid Tay. Let's raid somebody new. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. I think that's what I would like to do. Alright, chat. Thank you all so much for stopping by today. Greatly appreciate it. For those of you guys who swung by for the new PNG reveal, greatly appreciate you. But don't you worry. I will be back tomorrow as well. Be working on some art tomorrow. But for the time being, we are going to go and raid Tay. So, yeah. And I think we'll be working on the new, or not new, but we'll be working, I think, on the New Year's art that I keep on putting off. So, we'll be working on that. So, let me start the raid. and get a raid message out for you guys to use. For those of you guys who want to use it, greatly appreciate it. But yes, thank you all so much for stopping by today. Really appreciate you all for hanging with me and vibing with me for a very short amount of time for a very brief presentation of the new model. Had a lot of fun. And I look forward to continuing to improve and become better at art and whatnot. And someday soon, you guys will get to see more models and stuff. But until that day, I will hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, recruits. I'll see you in the next stream. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.